Good afternoon. I'm happy to sit here to give a testimony of what I've enjoyed in emira. My name is Onyinye, and I came in contact with emira in October 2025. And before then, I was having a lot of issues in my body. I don't even know how to explain it. It was as if every day I wake up with one ailment or the other and all that. But as I came in contact with this emira, it took care of all the ailments, or every problem that I had. Emira took care of it. I had the issue of liver fat. Liver fat. I usually have this severe headache by one side of my head. And this headache comes. I was thinking it was stress of work, but there was a test I went for, and we discovered that my blood I have this fatty blood, and my blood doesn't flow very easily, very smoothly. But I took some drugs then, but it didn't really stop. It just subsided. But the time I started taking Emira, I noticed that I don't have that headache anymore. Even when I stress and I stress and I stress, I don't feel headache anymore. Headache it became something that I lived with. But since I started taking the Emira, I noticed that then I used to have this numbness, So when I wake up in the morning, I'll be having numbness in my fingers, and then my feet will be so heavy. But as I started taking the Emira, I noticed that all those things stopped. My system became so free. I wake up in the morning, I wake up very strong and smart. I just jump up, I just stretch myself, and I was like, I don't understand what is happening. Then the other one that happened is, the time I came in contact with Emira, my period has stopped. And it wasn't, I was seeing it like it's early menopause. So I didn't really bother. Some people were saying it's early. I talked to my elder sister. She said, well, it could be early menopause. So I didn't want to stress over it. But on the course of taking Emira, I took it like a month plus. And I noticed one day I was having cramps at my back. I was like, no, I can't be taking Emira and I'm having cramps. So not knowing it was a menstrual cramps. So all of a sudden, the next day, my period started. And it was like a magic. And since then, it has been coming normal and it flows normal. I don't have issues again with menses.